graduation ceremony of the class of 2026 and the 60th commencement of Mercy High School. Because this is a once-in-a-lifetime occasion for our students, we kindly ask that all cell phones be silenced and that all aisles remain clear for the duration of the ceremony. Please remain standing for the singing of the national anthem by Mercy's choir and the invocation which will follow.
To reach their dreams. May the lamplight of compassion, mercy, and love infuse their journey with love and kindness. May the lamplight of justice continue to drive them to work for those made poor and vulnerable. Inspire them to always be the light, following the eternal glow of Venerable Catherine Macaulay's lamplight on their chosen path. Amen.
Please be seated. Thank you, Mr. Lund. Most Reverend Richard Reedy, Bishop of the Diocese of Norwich, Sister Georgianne Brumbaco, Chair of the Board of Trustees, along with fellow Sisters of Mercy, Sister Peggy O'Neill, Mercy's Registrar, and Sister Patty Moriarty, Dr. Gail Kingston, Superintendent, Diocese of Norwich, Mr. Nicholas Soretta, President of Xavier High School, and Dr. Jean Ocera, Mayor of Middletown, Father Marvin Barris, Pastor of St. Pius X Church in Middletown, Father William Wallace, and Father Roland Cloutier, Mercy High School Corporation member, families, faculty, staff, friends, and you, the graduates of the class of 2026, the honor of greeting everyone this evening is bestowed upon the co-salutatorians. Irene Milite of South Windsor is the daughter of Dr. Claudio Milite and Paris Ann Potenza. While Irene has been an academic powerhouse as a student at Mercy, she has also been a pivotal member of our school community and a young woman dedicated to service, having completed the most community service hours in the senior class. Irene is a student that stands out for many reasons. She is bright, intuitive, and genuinely works to make Mercy High School better. She has been a 4-year member of the tennis team, this year serving as captain. She has served on her class executive board and this year held the positions of Student Council Vice President and Secretary Treasurer of the Math National Honor Society. She has also been the stage manager for multiple Mercy Xavier drama and musical productions, served as a peer minister, and attended the Hugh O'Brien Youth Leadership Conference after her sophomore year. Irene has also been a 3-year member of Mercy's team at the Connecticut High School Geography Challenge, where Mercy brings the only all-girls team. Academically, she was awarded the Yale University Book Award and the Society of Women Engineers Award during her junior year. A member of the National Honor Society and multiple academic honor societies, Irene is also an accomplished flautist, having won multiple awards and recognitions. Irene is an AP Capstone Diploma candidate and has earned countless academic awards during her Mercy career. Outside of Mercy, Irene serves as a volunteer camp counselor at the Hartford County 4-H camp and enjoys practicing calligraphy in her spare time. In the fall, Irene will be attending Villanova University, where she plans to study biology. Ladies and gentlemen, Irene Milite.
Good evening and welcome. Before I begin, I would like to extend my gratitude to the entirety of the Mercy High School administration, Mrs. DeJong, Mrs. Bullock, and Mrs. Geary. Your tireless dedication each day to our school has never gone unnoticed. To every faculty and staff member, thank you for your commitment to growing our student body into confident young women. Without you, Mercy would not be the community that has shaped all of us so deeply. I would also like to thank Bishop Reedy for making this day possible, and to every loved one who took their time to be with us this evening. Your support brought us to Mercy and has seen us through to this day. To my parents, thank you for giving me the opportunity to spend my 4 years here. For every long car ride, every early morning, and every sacrifice you made so that I could call Mercy home. As I reflected on the past 4 years and the time that I have spent here, a few phrases replayed over and over in my head. You're a Mercy girl everywhere you go. Work hard, be kind, be the light. Or during freshman year, the best friends, the girls who have been my constants from the moment I met them, made even the most ordinary days feel like they were worth remembering. Through every insane Halloween or Spirit Week costume or early morning in Mr. Levesque's room, you 7 are the reason that I believe the people make the place. The Circle of Mercy is timeless, because this August, I was back at freshman orientation, but this time in the crowd of people with signs, cheering to welcome the newcomers. I saw myself in their nervous excitement, and it hit me how strange it was to be on the other side of a moment that once felt so big. Somewhere between August and now, every small tradition seemed that much more meaningful once I realized I was experiencing them all for the last time. As a part of student council this year, I had the privilege of helping lead the events that brought Mercy to life. Whether it was choosing walkathon themes in the summer, panicking to keep the freshmen entertained during the freshman frolic, or of course, listening to Emily play Piano Man on the harmonica every single day of Spirit Week. I'm truly honored that in my final year here, I was able to join 4 other amazing young women whose energy, leadership, and love for this school made every event louder, brighter, and far more memorable. At the end of all of our activity period meetings and event planning, when I passed my crown on during our leadership ceremony, I was watching my place here become someone else's to carry on. As alumni, we now become the reason the circle has no end. While we may not be here every day from 8:10 to 2:34, our class remains part of Mercy in a way that can never really leave. For instance, Sarah Roberts' name will be written on every record book in this school for years to come. But Mercy has always been passed down like that, not just through traditions, but through people. So many teachers that have shaped us into who we are today sat in the seats we sit in now. It is up to us, as the newest graduates of Mercy, to make that same impactful difference on those we encounter. Amongst all the uncertainties that come with leaving these halls and going off in various directions, Mercy doesn't leave us when we walk out as graduates. As part of the Circle of Mercy, we carry it forward with the people we met here and the way they shaped who we are becoming. Thank you.
Thank you, Irene. Sarah Roberts of Middlefield is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Stephen Roberts. Known most for her incredible athletic accomplishments, Sarah has quietly maintained one of the highest grade point averages in the senior class. Sarah is self-motivated, resilient, and a leader both in and out of the classroom. Academically, Sarah has excelled at Mercy, earning the Brown University Book Award during her junior year, has particularly shown in her STEM classes, earning the Excellence in AP Chemistry Award during her junior year and this year. She served as a math tutor and vice president for tutoring for the Math National Honor Society. On top of this, Sarah has earned awards each year for excellence in Italian and is an AP Capstone Diploma candidate. She is a member of the National Honor Society and multiple academic honor societies. On the field and ice, Sarah has been a true leader, leading with humility and dignity. The only participant in 4 sports during 3 seasons, Sarah served as captain of the cross country, indoor and outdoor track teams, as well as the ice hockey team. Sarah is a decorated distance runner, having won multiple championships at both the local and state level, even helping to lead our cross-country and track teams to state championships. On top of this, Sarah was named Mercy's Athlete of the Year and is the only athlete in Mercy history to have earned 15 letters at Mercy High School. In the fall, Sarah plans to attend Marist University, where she will run Division I track and study applied mathematics. Ladies and gentlemen, Sarah Roberts.
Good evening, everyone. I hope that your day has been great so far. Thank you all for being here. To the faculty who have supported us every step of the way, pushing us to get involved and find the best version of ourselves. Your effort means more than you know. To all the families and parents who made the decision to send your daughter to Mercy, and to the class of 2026 who decided to take that leap to come here. Thank you to my parents and grandparents for always giving me everything I needed to succeed, for celebrating me, and for encouraging me to be better every day. And thank you to my brothers for always pushing me to be better at hockey than you both, and for putting up with every fashion show and math lesson I put you through during our childhood. For most, and definitely for me, freshman year, Mercy was a scary school full of unfamiliar faces, a whole new building to learn, and teachers to figure out. Now, 4 years later, it feels like home, and we can all confidently walk around these halls, saying hi and knowing everyone we pass by. I think the most meaningful thing that I'm taking away from Mercy is in all the relationships and friendships that I've built with those around me, including those with classmates, teachers, coaches, guidance, and everyone who was a part of our Mercy experience. Thinking back to before my freshman year, my first real experience at Mercy and meeting some of my friends was through Tech Fundamentals with Mr. Michaud, where Mackenzie, Emily, and I would play Fireboy and Water Girl every day, and where I met Veronica, B, and Heather, all of which became a few of my best friends. As the summer class ended and sports started, I joined the cross-country team. Even though I may have walked into that first practice with tears in my eyes, scared of whatever we were about to have to do, I left that season knowing that I had found my people and made friends that would last the entirety of high school and beyond. Looking around the room, I could think of what led me to meet each person, whether it was through a sport, a club, a class, or some silly freshman icebreaker activity. If you look around too, I'm sure you'd feel the same way. Missing any piece in this journey, Any sport or club we joined, or seat we picked in class, we may not have gotten so close with all the people we did. Emberly never would have had that embarrassing picture Miss Mel made her take of me the first day of freshman year theology class if it weren't for her assigned seating. I would have never met Grace or my Mercy big sister Megan if we weren't put in Miss Baron's advisory group together freshman year. We're walking out of this building with an abundance of lifelong memories, like all the walkathons, cake auctions, spirit assemblies, but most fun in my opinion, go the mile to start off our last year together. This retreat brought us all so much closer as a class, and I talked to so many people I hadn't had the chance to talk to before these few days. Now, anytime I look at the clock and it says 10, I can't hold back my smile thinking of the fun we had. So, every experience and decision we make truly does shape how the rest of our lives go. While this is scary, like when we're deciding on what college we want to spend our next 4 years at, or what we want to do for a job for the rest of our lives, it's so reassuring to know that we're always right where we need to be. It was part of God's plan for all of us to be brought together at Mercy, and now we will all have a Mercy community praying for us for the rest of our lives. I was meant to stay on that cross-country team freshman year, even after all the second thoughts and worries. Without it, I wouldn't have had Coach Conyers, Taz, or Sprout, who encouraged me and trusted me in their every decision. I wouldn't have my best friends, and I wouldn't have a new team at Marist waiting for me to arrive. I was meant to be on the ice hockey team, to help keep me balanced and happy during the busiest times of my life, where every day before practice, Maggie would ask us all to go on an adventure to 7 Brew, McDonald's, or Five Below, but also to put me in the perfect spot to gain confidence in myself and who I can be as a leader. I was meant to be in Harley's pre-calc class junior year, to remind myself that unlike most people might say after going through his class, I do want to continue studying math next year in college. And that if I do ever end up as a math teacher, I probably would pick pre-calc. As we all go our separate ways after today, you may stay close with some people or never see a different person again. No matter what, Mercy will always be a part of your journey. Even if we no longer see each other in the halls every day, the times we do see each other will be a reminder of where we all came from and how this school shaped us in every way. We came in as scared freshmen from all different childhoods, and we're now graduating as a united group of kind and compassionate women ready to enter the next chapters of our lives. Our time together in this building may be over, but I know that you're all ready to go to your next destination to learn so much more, meet so many new people, and experience so many new things. Go into your next chapter showing everyone that you are a woman of mercy, with your confidence, kindness, and compassion. You will meet your people, and you'll end up exactly where you're meant to be. Whether you change majors, schools, roommates, just know that it will all work out. Mercy once was scary, but now it's like home. So trust that God will be with you as you go out and make another place like home too. Wherever you go, you will always have your Mercy sisters and the experiences we had together these 4 years to bring with you. Congratulations to the class of 2026, and thank you to everyone in this building who got us to this day.
Diplomas will now be presented to the members of the class of 2026 who have successfully completed all the requirements for graduation from Mercy High School. It is a long-standing tradition at Mercy High School that guests show their respect by holding their applause until all graduates have received their diplomas, so that the parents, grandparents, and family members who have sacrificed so much can proudly hear their graduate's name announced. We thank you in advance for your courtesy and compliance. Also, we remind you that no cameras are allowed near the stage area. Individual photos of each graduate receiving her diploma Emma DiMatteo. Irene Bianca Melite. Sarah Elizabeth Roberts. Ileana Marie Hunakil. Veronica Elizabeth Mariano. Addison Rachel Harkin. Emily Patricia Hickey. Arabella Michaela Thripp. Julia Gaida. Sophia Magruder Castro. Hope Elizabeth Kenning. Aubrey Kate Nelson. Adriana Elise Alicea. Dory Jean Antea. Ava Elaine Baroni. Ella Maria Baroni. Ella Jean Basconi. Kendall Michelle Bollier. Eleanor Marin Beechner. Annabella Jean Blanco. Sophia Ann Blanco. Olivia Rose Bocchio. Samantha Lee Boggs. Addison Rose Bolton. Catherine E.B. Boyle. Sienna Lynn Calkins. Sarah Elizabeth Carter. Carenza Essex Chancio. Almar Chong. Natalia Marchiniak Clark. Callie Margaret Crapo. Cecilia Michelle DeMeo. Casey Caroline Dixon. Gabriella Grace DiNapoli. Sadie Mae Egan. Madison Evelyn Ebright. Logan Loai Irwin. Magdalene Emily Fry. Elena Elzbieta Goecki. Catherine Grace. Haley Christine Greasley. Madison Lynn Hanlon. Mackenzie Mackey Hansen. Anne Eileen Harding Wheeler. Abigail Rita Hintz. Eva C. Hintz. Evelyn Grace Palatke. Natalia Jean Hawley. Addison Rose Hubbard. Mariah Destiny Jimenez Ruiz. Eunice Halen Jin. Brooke Louise Karch. Anara Husna Kamali. Catherine Ava Lazaro. Erin Margaret Lefebvre. Anna Giachin Lim. Jillian Page Lafredo. Shanzay Sarah Malik. Gianna Nicole Manganello. Emberly Marquez. Margaret Nancy Matthews. Heather Elise Meisinger. Callan Rose Meyer. Haley Angel Minio. Elizabeth Lacey Natras. Callista Bonnie Nephew. Tracy V. Newen. Lauren Elizabeth Palma. Charlotte Ava Parker. Suhani Patel. Beatrice Ann Perrault. Brooke Ann Pierce. Husna Rao. Lainey Riegeler. Molly Patricia Roder. Natalie Rose Rubino. Gianna Maria Salafia. Grace Catherine Saraceno. Abigail Ann Shea. Sophie Red Simon. Luciana Marie Supa. Riley Monica Spatilla. Grace Ann Zeggy. Hannah Amelia Temmie. Lauren Grace Thompson. Liliana. To the left, symbolizing your graduation. The administration, faculty, and staff extend sincere congratulations to the class of 2026. Please be seated. It is with great pleasure that I welcome Bishop Reedy this evening to the commencement exercises of Mercy High School's class of 2026. It is our pleasure and honor to have you celebrate with us this evening, and we look forward to sharing in faith and community for many years to come. Bishop Reedy, I invite you to the podium.
Thank you very much. And it is a great privilege for me to be here tonight. Tonight we're celebrating the hard work, the accomplishment of these young women, the sacrifice of their parents, the dedication and skill of the administration and the faculty, and I feel a bit like the freeloader. I came for the Mass of the Holy Spirit in September, for the Ring Mass, and for a Bible study, and I get to hand out the diplomas. And it's a moving, great event for me to see you, and I'm told of the 93 of you, your class is marked by individual personalities. But as Irene said, they care about one another more than they care first about themselves. And they've been an example to the other students in the other classes of Mercy High. So I say to you, congratulations. To your parents and grandparents, I say thank you for the sacrifices that you made to send them here. You see tonight, you see in these 93 women that it was an investment that was well worth it. To Mrs. DeJong, your administration, and the faculty, thank you for your dedication, your sacrifice, your commitment to these students. I know you have a tremendous amount of joy and sense of accomplishment here tonight. Ladies, you'll leave with a diploma in your hand, but you have wisdom in your minds, you have love, friendship, and loyalty in your hearts. But remember also the Holy Spirit with you, the graces of the Holy Spirit to give you that added sense of confidence. As we heard tonight, God will always be with you, so that you need fear nothing, take on even greater challenges, get up after setbacks, but have that same sense of looking out, sacrificing like the Lord taught us. That is love, to show mercy, and our society needs that. Our society needs what a Catholic education adds on top of development of the mind and the body, but it's of the spirit, the entire person. So it is a great joy for me to be here, to congratulate you, to thank you all, and to assure you of my prayers in the future. God bless you all.
Thank you, Bishop Reedy. As an alumna of the class of 1995, Ms. Celissa DeJong knows well the excitement and significance of this day. As the leader of our Mercy community, she continues to inspire our students through her compassion and commitment to the mission of Mercy High School. She will now offer her remarks to the graduates.
Great. Thank you, Mrs. Bullock. Good evening, everyone. Bishop Reedy, Mr. Soretta, Sister Georgianne, Sister Peggy, Sister Patty, Father Marvin, Father Wallace, Father Clothier, Dr. Kingston, Mayor Nocera, families, faculty, staff, friends, and most especially, the graduating class of 2026. As I stand before you today, I am filled with a deep sense of pride and gratitude, not only because of all that you have accomplished academically, but because of the kind of people you have become. In a world that so often measures success by competition, achievement, or titles, you have reminded us, day after day, that true greatness lies in how we care for one another. As Pope Leo reminds us, a meaningful life is built by truly encountering others, being moved by compassion, and turning that compassion into real acts of service. From the moment you walk through these doors as first-year students, you helped shape a community grounded in compassion and strength. It wasn't only your talent or determination that stood out, it was the way you showed up for one another, listening, offering support, and stepping in when it mattered. Whether through service projects, being there for a friend, or taking time to reflect and care for others, you made the values of this school something real and lived day by day. That spirit, the quiet, steady commitment to transform the world through love, brings to a story that has stayed with me. Recently, I read a fable by John Gordon called The Coffee Bean. It tells of a student overwhelmed by the pressures of life and a teacher who offers him a simple but profound image. Life, he says, is like a pot of boiling water, and each of us must decide how we respond. Will we be like the carrot, softened and weakened by hardship? Or like the egg, hardened and closed off? Or will we be like the coffee bean, transforming the very water that surrounds us? The teacher reminds his student, and I remind you today, that the power to transform the world does not come from external circumstances. It comes from within. The power is on the inside, that teacher says. Be the coffee bean. And as I look at you, class of 2026, I know this to be true. You already are. Yet this idea, this call to transform the world from the inside out, is not new to you. In fact, it is deeply rooted in who we are as a Mercy community. Just recently, during our May crowning, we were reminded that holiness is found not in grand gestures alone, but in everyday acts of love. Mary's quiet yes to God changed the course of history. Catherine McCauley responded to the needs of her time with courage, compassion, and an unwavering belief in the dignity of every person. Their lives teach us that transformation often begins in the smallest, most faithful acts. At the May crowning, we prayed together. Mary, our Mother and Queen, we place ourselves in your care. Teach us to listen for God's voice, to trust even when life feels uncertain, and to love with a generous heart. Walk with us through our challenges, our hopes, and our dreams. Lead us always closer to Jesus. That prayer is not just a moment we shared, it is a guide for the journey ahead. And so, class of 2026, as you prepare to step into the next chapter of your lives, I offer you both a blessing and a challenge. Carry with you the mercy you have lived here. Be women who choose compassion over indifference, courage over fear, and unity over division. When the world feels difficult, when the water is boiling, remember who you are. Remember the power within you to transform whatever space you enter. Be the coffee bean. Carry that light. Give the mercy our world so deeply needs. Congratulations, class of 2026. I'm beyond proud of you. And may God bless each step you take from here.
Thank you, Ms. Dijon. At this time, we would like to recognize alumni who are special to the class of 2026. 15 members of this class are daughters and granddaughters of Mercy Alumni, Middletown, Connecticut. We would ask that those graduates come forward now, and that alumni mothers and grandmothers come forward as your name is called, so that your graduate can present you with a yellow rose. This is our way of showing how grateful we are for carrying on the tradition through your daughters and granddaughters. Patricia Matthews, class of 1988, mother of Margaret Matthews. Carrie Larson, class of 1992, mother of Molly Rotter and Patricia Bremer Larson, class of 1970, grandmother of Molly Rotter. Darlene Angie, class of 1970, grandmother of Mackenzie Hansen. Krista Dunn Saraceno, class of 1988, mother of Grace Saraceno. Kathleen Harding, class of 1989, mother of Anne Harding Wheeler. Amy Lamar Lefebvre, class of 2002, mother of Aaron Lefebvre. And Marie Lamar Grismer, class of 1980. And Kathleen Dunn Lefebvre, class of 1969, grandmothers of Aaron Lefebvre. Josephine Carta Salafia, class of 1993, mother of Gianna Salafia. Donna Stetson, class of 1974, grandmother of Aubrey Nozzle. Shayna Palladino, class of 1993, mother of Arabella Rip. Tracy Para Zaghi, class of 1990, mother of Grace Zaghi. Elizabeth Hickey, class of 1967, and Patricia Heisman, class of 1974, grandmothers of Emily Hickey. Amy Blanco, class of 1997, mother of Annabella and Sophia Blanco. Marie Supa, class of 1995, mother of Luciana Supa. Erin Hubbard, class of 1996, mother of Addison Hubbard. And Patricia Hubbard, class of 1970, grandmother of Addison Hubbard. At this time, we ask all alumni of Mercy High School to please stand and join in the singing of the Circle of Mercy. The lyrics can be found in your programs or on your roses. You may be seated. I now have the honor of expressing our deep gratitude for the men and women on our faculty and staff. My colleagues, my friends, you are truly the best faculty in the world. Your dedication, compassion, and spirit know no bounds. It has been one of the greatest privileges of my life to work alongside all of you for the past 15 years. Together, we have celebrated countless successes, supported one another through challenges, and have shaped the lives of so many students in ways we will never fully realize. Your unwavering commitment to this community, to the Mercy charism, and to our girls inspires me every single day. I will always be grateful for the laughter, friendship, and shared sense of holy ones. She serves as moderator of Mercy's Bible Study Club, runs our Rosary for Peace every Thursday morning, and is a genuine ray of sunshine. Jen and Meg, you are both true women of mercy. Anyone who knows you knows that you go above and beyond for your students and for this community every single day. Thank you for your dedication, compassion, and your 25 years of service to Mercy High School. Mercy would not be the same without you. Please join me in congratulating them and inviting Jen and Meg forward to accept their medals in recognition of 25 years of service. Another beloved member of our faculty who is not only celebrating her 25th year at Mercy High School, but who will also be retiring at the end of this school year. Mrs. Gail Mullaney has served for many years as our psychology and health teacher, and unofficially as our stand-in school nurse whenever needed. A staple in room 216, Gail is truly Mercy's mom. She makes sure the teacher's lounge stays clean. She does the dishes. Her advisor group is well fed, and that there's always enough cereal for her AP psychology students. And personally, Gail has been an incredible mentor to me over the years. As a young teacher, I shared a room with Gail, and she always made me feel seen. She offers wise advice, steady perspective, and reminds us all not to sweat the small things. Everything she does is infused with a little bit of that West Virginia Southern charm and a healthy dose of humor. Gail, congratulations on your retirement. Enjoy your grandbabies, your land in West Virginia, and this well-deserved new chapter. Please remember to visit us often. Mercy is better because of you. You will be deeply missed. Gail, I invite you forward to receive your medal. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating Mrs. Gibbons.
Thank you, Mrs. Geary. The honor of formally bidding farewell to one's classmates is traditionally bestowed upon the senior with the highest academic average. Emma DiMatteo of Wallingford is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. William DiMatteo. While Emma has maintained the highest grade point average in the senior class, she has also built a well-rounded resume. Known for her maturity, responsibility, and quick wit, Emma is a steady presence for the class of 2026. She exhibits a passion for learning and has an uncanny ability to answer almost any trivia question thrown her way. As a senior, Emma has held multiple leadership positions, including president of the Math National Honor Society, president of the Stock Market Club, captain of the mock trial team, and officer of Catherine Shaw Ministry. Over the years, many of us have found Emma's crocheted hearts around this building, anonymously bringing joy to those who have found them. Emma is also a member of the National Honor Society and multiple academic honor societies. As a junior, she received the Harvard Book Award, the Society of Women's Engineers Certificate of Merit Award, and was recognized as an AP Scholar with honor. During her sophomore year, Emma served as a Hugh O'Brien Youth Leadership Student Ambassador and earned many academic awards. For 3 years, Emma was a member on the only all-girls team for the Connecticut High School Geography Challenge, the only high school geography competition of its kind in the nation. Outside of Mercy, Emma also serves on the NAMI Connecticut Next Generation Advisory Board, a youth-led board that advocates for mental health awareness, community for those suffering from mental illness, and destigmatizing mental illness. On top of this, she has held a part-time job for the past 2 years. Emma is set to attend Princeton University in the fall, where she plans to study economics. Ladies and gentlemen, Emma DiMatteo.
Good evening, everyone, especially to those just realizing the speeches are not in fact over yet. After hearing nearly 100 names called, I know everyone's minds may be wandering a little bit, so I will try to keep this relatively short. Before anything else, I want to thank the people who made this moment possible. I would first like to thank our parents and families, especially my mom, dad, aunt, and grandfather. Thank you for supporting us through every college visit, endless rides to school, practices, and rehearsals, and every last-minute Spirit Day costume that somehow had to come together the night before. You celebrated our successes, encouraged us through disappointments, and loved us unconditionally. Through your support and a lot of your patience, we made it here tonight. To our teachers and administration, thank you for showing up for us every single day. Mrs. Bullock, Mrs. Geary, and Mrs. DeJean, whether it was hearing your voices on morning announcements or seeing your constant presence and dedication throughout the school community, your love for Mercy was never unnoticed. And to our teachers, teaching is famously unappreciated, but each day you came to Mercy to educate us, challenge us, and believe in us. Whether it was Mr. Harley cold calling us in pre-calc, Mr. Cahill's unforgettable lessons on 1984, or a class insisting they totally studied for a quiz they definitely did not study for. Sorry, Mr. Lebec. You gave us an incredible education. I'll never forget one of my toughest geometry quizzes in Mrs. Jacko's class on orthocenters. But more importantly, I'll remember how she, along with so many teachers here, stayed after school, came in early, and gave their time to help us succeed. Such as during the college application process, when I met with Mr. Butterly about 8 times to go over my essays, and each time he was always ready to help without hesitation. I hope our teachers know how much we appreciate all that you have done for us. Please join me in applauding our families and teachers. And lastly, I want to thank God, because through him all things are possible. Through peer ministry, Mr. Bacher taught us the value of serving one another through masses and services. While we were all very tired during our 7:30 a.m. meetings, Mr. Bacher's love for her faith and for this community shined through every morning. Mercy taught us the importance of compassion, resilience, and believing in something greater than ourselves. Now, I would like to share something a little personal that I think many of my classmates can relate to. After the isolation of quarantine and a not so great experience in middle school, I was terrified to start high school. I was nervous that I wouldn't fit in, make friends, or find where I belonged. But the unfamiliar faces we met at Class of 2026 Welcome Night quickly became some of our closest friends. We came to Mercy from different towns, different middle schools, and completely different experiences. We weren't always the people we are today, but here we found our people. When I first came to Mercy, I was quiet and hesitant to put myself out there. I liked staying in my comfort zone and keeping to myself. But the last 4 years, the people here pushed me to open myself up, not by changing who I was, but by helping me realize that being myself was enough. Through friendships, late-night conversations, group projects, and the little everyday moments in the hallways, I slowly became more confident in my own voice. If you know me, you probably know how passionate I am about a club at Mercy, Shawl Ministry, and you probably know that because at some point I forced you to come to a meeting with me. What started as a club making crafts for people in need quickly became one of the most meaningful parts about my time at Mercy. It taught me that even small acts of kindness can have a huge impact on someone else's life. Spending time making shawls for people going through difficult moments reminded me how important compassion, patience, and simply showing up for others can be. Through that experience, I grew more confident in the type of person I wanted to become. Someone who uses their gifts and strengths for the good of others. And I think that is one of the most beautiful things about our class. Every single person here grew in their own way. Some people found confidence, some found lifelong friendships, some discovered passions they never expected, and some simply found a place where they felt they could belong. No matter where we started, Mercy helped shape us into the people sitting here tonight. And while these 4 years changed us in so many important ways, they also taught us something else. How quickly time can pass without you realizing it. Throughout high school, I was always excited for the next big thing. Freshman year, it was walkathon, cake auction, pep rallies, and Spirit Week. Then came the endless Sweet 16s, learning permit tests, and driver's licenses. Then we became upperclassmen. We had junior ring dance and our first prom. And lastly, as senior year began, we looked forward to senior sunrise, college decisions, our last prom, and graduation. But as these events flew by, I realized that every milestone was also a goodbye. After spending years saying, I can't wait for summer, or I can't wait until graduation, I suddenly found myself wishing for more time, more lunches with my friends, more walks through these hallways, more moments that felt ordinary at the time. Because those ordinary moments are the ones we'll miss the most. Whether it was racing to Lino's every Thursday for Chipotle bowls, dressing up as Papa Smurf in a coordinated Halloween costume with my best friends, and Spirit Week, when everything but a backpack day resulted in bringing a ride-on toy car to school. And on the days when school felt overwhelming, our friends always found a way to make things feel lighter. During my worst days, Hannah never failed to make me laugh. Irene always knew what to say when I needed advice at the most, and Arabella would remind me that without rain, there would be no flowers. We have spent nearly a quarter of our lives here, becoming completely different versions of ourselves than the girls who first walked through these doors 4 years ago. For years, we counted down to the next dress-down day, where we wouldn't all have to wear the same uniform. And now, our plaid skirts and quarter zips have turned into caps and gowns. One day, these hallways will just be memories, but the confidence we built, the friendships we formed, and the values Mercy gave us will stay with us long after tonight. And through it all, we became women of mercy. For so long, we focused on what would come next. But over these 4 years, we learned that the moments that felt small at the time often ended up meaning the most. For the first time in a long time, instead of focusing on what comes next, I started appreciating where we are right now. Because one day, this will be the moment we wish we could come back to. So as we head into college, remember to cherish every step of the way, and don't take a moment for granted. As we move forward into the world with kindness and compassion, I truly believe each and every one of us will leave a positive impact wherever we go. And to end, I want to finish with a Mercy tradition we do at every pep rally, roll call. So for the last time, class of 2026, are you here? Congratulations to the class of 2026.
Thank you, Emma. Let us conclude this momentous evening by praying together. Catherine Souchape, the prayer the class of 2026 has said together at the end of each school day throughout their time here at Mercy. You can find it on the back of your programs. My God, I am yours today and all the days of my life. Help me to trust completely in your loving care and tender mercy. May I realize that whatever happens this day, we will do it together. Please take away any fears, anxieties, or hurts that I might experience, and may I always be aware of your gift of hope, delighting my heart and entire being. I pray all this, my God and my all, till that great day we meet face to face forevermore. Amen. The evening will conclude with the recessional of faculty and graduates. Please remain in your seats until all graduates have exited the auditorium. Graduates, you will exit outside to the front lobby stairs for your final class photo. Parents and guests, we ask you that you please remain inside the building until the graduate photo is taken. Cake and refreshments are available in the cafeteria where your graduates will meet you. Please enjoy the rest of your evening.